What's up guys, welcome back. Cookout season is quickly approaching and today I'm showing you my absolute favorite cookout side dish. This is my recipe for seafood salad. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that bell and enable notifications as well. Alright guys, this episode is sponsored by HelloFresh. With our schedules becoming more and more busy, I absolutely love the convenience of HelloFresh. The average grocery store trip takes about 41 minutes, and trust me guys, I know this because I basically live there. With HelloFresh, you can skip some of these trips to the grocery store and get everything you need to make chef-curated meals delivered right to your doorstep. HelloFresh makes eating healthier a lot easier with many low-carb, carb-smart, vegetarian, even pescatarian options every week. Plus, every recipe is packed with fresh produce sourced directly from farmers. The other thing that I really love about these meals is that HelloFresh's pre-portioned ingredients mean way less prep work for you in the kitchen and way less wasted food. No matter what's going on in the world, everyone has to eat, right? That's why HelloFresh is here to make eating better way easier for you guys. No grocery store trips, no stressful meal planning, literally just everything you need to prepare delicious meals delivered right to your doorstep. And I want you guys to try 12 meals for free. Go to HelloFresh.com and use the code MrMakeItHappen12 to get 12 free meals and free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com, code MrMakeItHappen12 for 12 free meals and free shipping. Not only are you getting 12 free meals, but you got an extra money shot this episode. So let's keep it moving on to the seafood salad, guys. Here's the ingredients that you're gonna need. We need a ½ pound of shrimp, a ½ pound of bay scallops. Of course, we need some Duke's mayonnaise. The only mayonnaise that should be in your refrigerator, not a sponsor. Sweet relish, elbow macaroni, some all-purpose seasoning. We have some jumbo lump crab meat and some claw crab meat, red bell pepper, onion, celery, and a lemon. Can't forget about the Old Bay. Go ahead and get that pasta water started, and we're gonna prep our veggies. So we're gonna slice the top off of our bell pepper. I like to use red bell pepper because we're using green celery, obviously. The color contrast looks nice, but you can use whatever bell pepper you want. And if you don't like bell pepper, you could just leave it out, that works too. So one bell pepper, we're gonna finely dice this up. Let me know in the comments what your favorite cookout side is because I will be running through a lot of cookout sides heading into the summer. Seafood salad just happens to be one of my favorites, so that's what we're starting with. Go ahead and give a nice rough chop to your bell pepper. Remember guys, you want all of your veggies to be about the same size. Makes it more pleasant to eat. Now we're gonna dice up that celery. 1 or 2 ribs of celery, depending on how large the celery is. And we're looking to make that about the same size as the bell pepper. Go ahead and get that out of the way, and then we're moving on to our onion. We're using 1/2 of a white onion or a yellow onion. You can use red onion too, they have a little bit more bite to them. I usually like to use a sweet onion. So we're gonna dice up that 1/2 of an onion. And that should be about it for our vegetable prep. There we go. Make sure you salt that pasta water, guys. Don't be shy with the salt. Once it comes to a boil, go ahead and add in your macaroni noodles. We're using about a ½ pound of elbow macaroni. If you have a different pasta preference, you can always use that as well. I just like to use elbow macaroni because that's what I usually have in the fridge. Once the pasta is cooked, we're gonna pop that in the refrigerator to let that cool off. And then we're gonna start cooking our seafood. So into a skillet over medium heat, we're gonna melt 1 tablespoon of butter. And then we're gonna add in our bay scallops and shrimp. The bay scallops are optional, guys. If you just wanna use shrimp and crab, that's totally up to you. You could throw some lobster in here too if you want. Bay scallops were on sale, so anytime they're on sale, I'll grab them and add them to the shrimp. We're gonna season that up with all-purpose seasoning, which consists of salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. I have my own all-purpose seasoning coming out for sale very soon. I will give you guys the details as soon as that's ready. And then we're going down with some Old Bay and of course some fresh squeezed lemon juice. That citrus plays nice with the seafood, of course. As always, guys, the specific measurements and ingredients can be found for you in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. I know some of those other food channels don't give you guys the recipe in the description box, so I appreciate you guys for tuning in. There we go. We're gonna cook this for about 4 or 5 minutes or until the seafood registers about 145 degrees internal temperature. And you know that because you're a good chef and you invested in a nice food thermometer because that's the best way to be accurate in the kitchen. Once the seafood is cooked to your liking, you're gonna remove it to a mixing bowl and let it cool off. Can't let that delicious juice go to waste though. So we're gonna pour that over top of the shrimp, pop that in the refrigerator, catch our baby dukes, give it a nice smooch. I know what you're thinking, white people love mayonnaise. Dukes is really good though, guys. All right, so we're going in with about a half cup of that, a couple tablespoons of sweet relish, some fresh lemon zest. This really gives a nice pop and kind of cuts through some of the fat and creaminess from the mayonnaise. Really brings everything together. Some fresh squeezed lemon juice. Again, guys, all the specific measurements and ingredients can be found in the description box below. A few dashes of your favorite hot sauce, a few dashes of worst word in the world sauce, a pinch or two of sugar, a little bit more Old Bay. Break out the whisk and mix to combine all those ingredients until they come together like a family reunion or a cookout, no pun intended. You want to taste as you go and adjust the seasoning to your preference. We're going in with a little bit of white sugar here just to balance everything out. There's a little bit of acidity from the lemon, and the sugar just balances all the flavors together. A little bit more Old Bay. Really a lot more if you look at the rest of the video, but hey, can't have enough of that stuff. Once we have the flavor right where we want it, we're going in with a half pound of claw crab meat because we're on a budget. And then the not so budget friendly lump crab meat. You can use either or, guys, doesn't really matter. Want to fold that in. Make sure you taste as you go, adjust the flavor to your preference. If it's too sweet, you could add a little bit more heat with the hot sauce. If it's too salty, you can add a little bit more mayonnaise. If it's too acidic, you can add a little bit more sugar. Once it's just right, we're going in with that elbow macaroni, about a half pound or so. And just gonna give that a nice mix, fold everything in together. As you can see, guys, we're doing this in steps. We're tasting as we go, tweaking the flavor profile to our preference. Going in with our vegetables, there's our bell pepper, celery, and onion. Fold that into the party as well. You can see the nice color contrast from the red bell pepper and the green celery. I keep saying green celery like celery comes in a different color, so bear with me. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Say it with me, guys, looking good. Now we're going in with that delicious shrimp and scallop mixture that we made earlier. Gonna fold that in as well. We have an absolute seafood party going on. A little bit more lump crab meat, because why the hell not? We are making a seafood salad, right? You need to see the seafood. Guys, this is one of my favorite dishes, man. I will put this in the refrigerator and eat it for the next 2 days. When I go to a cookout, I'll get a full plate of this. Going in with some green onion for a pop of color, and because green onion is delicious. And it's almost time to brace yourself for a trademark money shot. One could argue this whole video was a money shot. And here it is, folks. Little bowl spin for you. A little bit more Old Bay. And that, my friends, is a money shot. Going down with some green onion for a pop of color and so the thumbnail looks nice and get you to click on it. And all I need now, guys, is a spoon and a chair because I'm about to polish off this whole bowl. All right, let's see what we got. Moment of truth. Oh, man. You can just see the passion in my eyes, how much I love this stuff. So good. Being in the Virginia, DC, Maryland area, this is gold right here. Hope you guys enjoy the recipe. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell to enable notifications. And as always, thank you for your support.